Good morning and welcome to Aquella. I've come an hour and a half up the coast off the island, playing this course for the very first time. There was a big group going off number 1, so the starter suggested I go off number 10.
Yeah.
Shortish par 4 to start, dog leg to the right.
No driving range, that's what you get.
And I've dragged it left.
It's okay.
And they put your name on your locker here, although they didn't spell it quite correctly. No harm done off the drive, still got this tree in the middle of the fairway to go over. Should be straightforward.
Oh, back. Sorry. Oh, lucky.
Chip on the first green. I've got this downhill, then it goes over a ridge and it's downhill again and it's a bit out to the right. Perhaps I should have waited for my caddy. He'd just driven round the green to park the golf cart. And this is what can happen when you've just played a course with exceptionally quick greens. You can make yourself look a complete idiot.
One ball, right?
So I'm going to take 4 from the edge of the green to start.
Fast greens yesterday.
But these greens are immaculate. It's just my pace is off by a very long way.
Yes.
The 11th here is a lovely par 3. It goes out to the ocean. This is the only hole where you can actually see the ocean. Plenty of sand up there, and as I'm sure you've already spotted, these bunkers are lined with sleepers, and I want nothing to do with the bunkers.
Okay. I'll see if I can putt this time.
Because you land on a sleeper, and the ball can go anywhere. Let's see if we can putt a little better. Still short of pace, and that's why it won't hold its line.
Better though.
Caddy is excellent today. Her name is Rose. I just am completely unable to execute what she's asking me to do. Not a great view of the sea, but I go out there in my second round. Water all the way down the right, as you can see. Trees left, stroke index 1. Don't need to watch that one. Just a 5-iron in. Nice to be in the middle of a fairway. Now I don't know why, but this comes up short.
Oh, a little short.
Yeah.
A little short.
There's a fair bit of wind around this golf course. Well, there's a fair bit of wind on Phuket full stop compared to being on the mainland. I opted for a chip and run here because I was looking at the type of grass I'm playing on today, and it would actually facilitate a chip and run. That isn't always the case. You've always got to be flexible on the different courses that you play. Lovely par 3, water right, bunker left. The flag is cut on the right side of the green. You'd have to be a nutter to go for this flag next to the water.
No birdie, no two.
This way.
Okay, so 1.5 balls,
Yes.
a little bit down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about we joking? Come on, Simon.
Let's go.
par 5 14th. Now it's waist deep grass down the left. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is those two bunkers down the right. So I've opted for 3 wood just to make sure I'm short of them.
Thank you.
Now I've got to get past the next set of bunkers and that tree on the right. The 3 hybrid seems to be
Little banana.
able to do the job. I didn't want to take any risks, especially as I've just got a shot back on the opening double bogey. Now I don't know what I've lasered here, or whether I've hit it a little fat,
Come on, wind.
or I've lasered the wrong thing, or there's a bit of wind up there,
You're a bit short.
but we are a mile short. And as I say, when the greens are slow, you sometimes make errors in the other direction just by hitting it so hard. And for whatever reason, this wouldn't turn back the way it came. We're on to a short par 4 now after a stop at that drink stop. Loads of sand down the left, so of course the natural thing to do is to hit it in the trees on the right, which I did. Now this isn't as difficult as it looks. The ball's above my feet, I'm right down the shaft of a 5-iron. If I swing it slowly, the ball will not rise. A bit like that. I just clip one leaf and we're on the dance floor. Not that far away either. I was really pleased with that one. The reason I'm... Look at that. An absolute disgusting pull. You're putting for birdie from 15 feet and you hit this enormous pull. Right, on the card this says 433 yards, but we're on a forward tee here. They've taken the white tee off that because it's just too difficult. So we're playing it at about 319. You see there was water down the left. More of these bunkers with sleepers in. Straightforward little wedge.
That isn't what I wanted.
We got another birdie chance. So despite this being the longest course of the tour so far, I got plenty of opportunities for birdie. What I don't have is the luck.
I just went out too wide.
First par 5, no, not first par 5. 17th par 5. Water all the way down the right, 2 bunkers left. That's your line, those 2 bunkers. I just faded it out into the middle of the fairway off those 2 bunkers. There's out of bounds left as well. Second shot, still water down the right. We've now got to get over those bunkers by the peak of my hat. I opted for 5 wood.
Oh, little left.
Bit of a low one. Not my best strike. But we're safely in the fairway. And this is another case of lasering this. This is not 118 yards. It's probably about 100. Lovely 9-iron.
Forward green.
Over.
Yes.
Shit.
And yes, we're clean off the back. We're a good 20 yards past. I'm in some horrible grass, but then
Left or right, yeah.
I shouldn't be here. I should be on the green. And this actually hits the hole.
Oh.
In the
Sit,
hole.
sit, sit, sit.
Ah.
Sit, sit, sit. Sit. Dog.
Isn't it funny how you get a fast putt just when you don't want it?
Oh, I hit that too far left.
And we're on another bogey.
Okay, bogey.
Wonder what my caddy thinks about the way I'm playing.
Good job, Holly.
The 18th here, it's a dogleg left. There's loads of bunkers. Loads of sleepers. But there's plenty of room, especially into the breeze, for my driver. And yeah, there is a good golfer in there somewhere. More bunkers, more sleepers.
Ah, a little left.
Quite a bit of breeze,
It's okay.
because I'm coming up short.
Chip it a putt.
In this case, I'm grateful I'm short, because if I'd hit it any further, I'd be in one of those bunkers. I opted to putt because I was only just off the green.
Not bad. Not bad.
Now, it's hard to explain what these greens are like. They're superb. They look fast. Round to the first, par 5, water left and right. Wide enough fairway. All I've got to do is, well, hit another one of these straight drives. Oh dear. Now the microphone plays up down the rest of this hole. So after a drop out of the water, a little generous because of the all that mud,
Oh, left of the tree, Simon, not right.
we
there.
make yet another mistake. On to the second and a short par 3 with some bunkers. Water isn't in play unless you really duff it. And I tried my hardest to really duff it.
That was so bad. So bad.
You imagine being in that bunker up against the face.
Oh, that was a bad bounce.
I don't know why my game's falling apart. It just is. And some days it just, you just can't avoid it.
That really went.
I feel sorry for Rose actually, watching a golfer like me make a mess of everything. On to the third, par 5. Straight hole this one. It's just a matter of avoiding the bunkers. I might actually count up how many bunkers there are. Next shot is to play into a position between the bunker you can see and the next set of bunkers. 5 wood seem to fit the bill. And there's a bit of water down there to the right to avoid, so I didn't fancy the 3 wood. And then we play over some water to get onto the green.
Should have some spin on it.
I say the greens here are superb. I just couldn't get the pace. Very hard to explain.
Been helping.
Now the one thing I said to Rose today is you've got to have the ability to laugh at your bad days. You've got to enjoy your bad days. You've come a very long way, so at least enjoy your bad days. It's a beautiful golf course. All the planting, all the trees, all the flowers around the tees. The clubhouse is absolutely amazing. Changing rooms are amazing. Food was great after the round. You've got to enjoy your bad days. You haven't come all this way to be miserable. So no matter how badly you score, you need to enjoy it. Par 4, it's a bit tight down there, there's water down the left, I'm going 3 wood. And guess where we end up?
50-50 in the water.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up in that long grass. I wasn't actually wet, but I was unable to play it, so penalty drop. I've come back, point of entry in line with the flag. It's just a 6-iron, we can make a bogey from here.
Oh, Simon.
And that's something you've got to do. You've got to find a way of making a bogey when you've messed up. Of course, if you mess up a second time by missing the green and giving yourself a chip over a bunker, you're not going to make that bogey. And another putt. Well, at least there's a drink stop there, so we stopped for 10 minutes and had a chat about golf. It's a long par 4, but I've opted for 3-wood. I can't remember why, it's too long ago.
No left that time.
There must have been a reason. And a well protected green going with the 3 hybrid. Figured I could just fade it in, but
Try to do a little one.
I've overdone it. And we've found one of those bunkers that we've been trying to avoid. Now the sand here is a little peculiar. There's a hell of a lot of it in the bunker. So you feel like I need to move an awful lot of sand to get it out, and quite frankly you don't.
I feel a little sorry for Rose today. Great caddy, she knows the yardage to all of these hazards. Although I was struggling to... hang on, I'm going to walk under a tree. I was struggling to see some of them from the tee because I'm such a short arse. But caddies do sometimes get worried when a guy like me is playing bad golf. Or rather, when they get a 25 handicapper who thinks he's playing the tie open and he gets angry because he's playing bad golf. And of course you've got a convenient punching bag on the other side of the golf cart to shout at, which is kind of unfair. But we're learning about the course. The good thing is I'm setting a target for my second round here.
Par 4 back in the other direction. Now as I'm pulling the 3-wood, I thought I'd go with the driver.
Oh, somewhere.
And I pulled it. That shot trace is disgusting. But at least this time my ball had run out of steam before it reached the water. Ball above the feet, so I'm going to draw it in.
Good shot.
That might be the shot of the round. Uphill, into the grain. And it just dies. It's so hard to explain to you what is going on here without you actually being there on the green, looking at this beautiful carpet and not understanding why it's slow.
It looks so fast.
Par 3 8th, over water, over sand. You can't see the bottom of the flag because it's towards the front of the green today. This is a wonderful hole.
Good luck at training the hole.
Almost. Still, 35 years of golf, I still haven't got a bloody hole in one. "35 years of no hole in one."
Let's go.
Nine here, my final hole. It's a replica of the 18th, apart from being 70 yards longer. I'm forced to hit 3-wood because of the bunkers.
Stay out of the bunker.
It's a tough hole to finish on.
That's okay.
Cheerio.
And to the right, to straight. Oh, too much. Too much. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed today, even though the score's not so good. It doesn't matter. Always tomorrow.